There's two fellows at work, and one of them says to the other, "What's that you've got?" And his mate said, "That's a thermos flask." And his pal said to him, "And what does that do?" He said, "Well, it's fascinating really, it's fantastic. When you put something in cold, it stays cold, and when you put something in hot, it stays hot." And this man said, "That's unbelievable, it's having to get one of them." Anyway, the next few days, this man arrives at work with his new thermos flask, and his pal said to him, "Oh, I see you've got one." He said, "That's absolutely fantastic." He said, "And what have you got in it?" And the fellow said, "I've got 2 cups of coffee and a chalk ice." Food and drink are very important in life. We can't survive without food and drink. Today is the feast of Corpus Christi, the body and blood of Christ. And it's about the spiritual food and drink that is offered to us by Christ for our journey of life and our journey of faith. And as a Catholic Christian people, we do this in memory of Jesus at every Mass. And we are then invited to put this into practice in our lives by looking after ourselves and looking after others. But there are different hungers and different thirsts. It's not just about food and drink. Some people hunger and thirst for companionship, or for friendship, or for love, or for intimacy, or for companionship. Some people hunger and thirst for good health, hunger and thirst to get a job, hunger and thirst for understanding, hunger and thirst to have peace of mind, to have sobriety, to have a drug-free life, and the list goes on. There are many different types of hungers and thirsts, to be appreciated, to be valued, and so on. And in COVID-19, we hunger and thirst for some normality. But in reality, we can only do so much, can't we? And this may come as a shock, but Jesus did not say yes to everybody he met or to every situation that he came across. And neither can we. Sometimes we too have to say no, because we are not the saviour of mankind. We are not God's second son or second daughter. Learning to say no and being comfortable with that choice doesn't always come easy. And it doesn't mean to say that we don't care about people. It means that the solution doesn't just rely on you and me. We can't fix every problem. We can't fix every person. We can only do so much. I was brought up, as many of us were, to be a people pleaser, to be nice to people. And that's not a bad way to be. But over the years I've learned that you can't be all things to all people. And at times it's okay to say no. Not easy, but it's okay to say no. Jesus couldn't please all the people all the time, and neither can we. Even when Jesus did yes, he couldn't please all the people all of the time. Sometimes all we have to offer may not be enough for some people, but maybe it's the best we can do on any given day. Like the old saying goes, if you don't look after yourself, you won't be able to look after anybody else. And that's not the life that Jesus came to bring. Other people are important, but let's not forget, so are we. I was in a restaurant recently, and there's a couple on the next table, and the woman said to the waitress, "We don't do gluten, we don't do fish, meat, dairy, and we don't eat eggs. What do you recommend?" And the waitress said, "How about a taxi?" Have a lovely day, everybody. Enjoy the weather. God bless you all. Father Mike.